I can't believe I've already made 99 videos and this is my 100th video. Thank you guys for supporting me so far. Thank you for all my subscribers, for everyone who liked the video or who shared the video. So let's get going with my 100th video. Since it's October, I thought I might share some of my favorite horror movies. I'm not someone who watches a lot of horror movies, but I have a few that I like to watch, that I've rewatched a couple of times, and that I will definitely recommend to others. I left some off the list, but I'm gonna do a write-up and you can check out my full list. So let's get started. These movies aren't in any particular order, so let's just start with Paranormal Activity, the first one. It's one of the first found footage movies that I watched, and it was pretty scary back then. I was still uh, maybe like 10 or 11, and I enjoyed the movie. It was a fun movie. It was interesting to see what will happen next, since it kind of felt like real life. The next movie is Final Destination 2. I'm pretty sure most millennials have an experience with this movie or a memory of this movie, especially the part of the truck on the highway with the big logs that flew right through a car's window. I think we still get nightmares from that. Or whenever we drive behind a truck with a bunch of logs on it, we try to avoid it. It was a great movie, not a perfect movie, but it was a fun movie, a fun ride, and an interesting story for back then. And number three, I have the Child's Play and Chucky movies, the whole franchise. I've seen all of them and I've enjoyed all of them. I watched the first two when I was still a kid, so I probably can't say much about them, but the others I've watched. I'm trying to get into the TV show now as well. But Chucky is a legend, and I think everybody loves the Chucky franchise or the Child's Play franchise. If you haven't seen it yet, then go check it out if you're a fan of horror movies. And next is the Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger is a horror legend. Like Michael Myers or Jason, everybody knows Freddy Krueger. So go check out Nightmare on Elm Street, the original. I didn't watch any of the reboots, but I really loved the first one. I also watched Freddy vs. Jason, which was another awesome one for me as a kid, but I know it's not that great of a movie, but it was still fun. And lastly on my list of the movies that I want to mention is It. Pennywise became a phenomenon these last few years. I think it's one of the best horror movies of the last 5, 6 years. I'm not sure when it came out. I think in 2018 or 2017. But anyway, it was an amazing experience to watch it at the cinema. It's one of the horror movies that actually has a story. It's not just about scaring people or killing people, but there's actually a story behind it. And it's one of my favorite Stephen King productions. So it chapter 2, it was okay, but I think the first one was better. And just an honorable mention, this isn't a movie, it's a TV show, Stranger Things. It's definitely my favorite horror property out there. I can watch Stranger Things over and over and over again. I even got myself a Dustin Funko Pop because of how much I love the show. I can't wait to see what the next season will be like. I'm also glad that I saw and met Jamie Campbell Bower, who plays Vecna at Comic Con Africa this year. So I can't wait to see where the show goes next and the new stories they are going to tell and how they will close the story of the Upside Down and Hawkins. So that's it for my horror movie edition. I know I didn't say a lot about horror movies, but I'm gonna go back and check what other horror movies there are, and I'm gonna put that in the article so you can read the article. It will be in my description. Also, follow my social media pages, subscribe to this YouTube channel, give the video a like, and share with your friends. And let me know what your favorite horror movies are.